Welcome to Lessons with Wesley. If this found you, it was meant to. Take a moment to pause, reflect, and breathe. You're entering a sacred space of tarot, of oracle, meditations, Ogham, and soul-centered wisdom. There are no coincidences here, only invitations. Lessons with Wesley.
All right, everyone, welcome to Lessons with Wesley. This is episode 33. What is my connection? Man, I hope y'all had a great weekend. I did. It was great. We had an open house. Just got to do some relaxing, some cooking, and anyway, it was great. But the 28th, did y'all do anything special? If you did, email me at lessonswithwesley@gmail.com. Special for what, Wesley? For the planetary alignment, of course. I did go out there on the 28th and look up. I didn't see anything, but I had my Sky Map 2 app on my phone, and I got to use it just to look at anyway, it was a gorgeous night. But I wanted to do a card pull for myself. And so I was like, okay, which of my decks do I want to use? Do I want to do the Celtic Dragon Tarot or one of my new ones? I said, know what? Since I'm talking about the planetary alignment and connecting to source and how do we all connect together, I said, I'm going to go to the Native American. I went to the wisdom of the elders. So that's what I felt drawn to. And so I did a card pull for myself. and then I did an Ogham stick pull. Great. Love it. And I'm going to share what it was. It was wonderful. And right after that, I said, you know what? That's what my episode's going to be about. But I'm going to use the same Oracle deck. Oh, once again, this is Wisdom of the Elders. This is by Sean Leonard. Artwork by Tracy Metallic and Aaron Gugu. So I said I'm going to use the same Oracle deck. I said I'll do the Ogham Sticks. And that's what I did. And, well, believe it or not, folks, we got the same card. Isn't that crazy? I mean, I just couldn't believe it. And this Oracle deck, it's a 44 deck card. So I did my shuffling. I did my meditation, just putting some energy into it. And out of all the cards, that's the same one. And I broke it into 3 piles like I always do with my left hand. And then I still focus on that. And I just put my hands on them. And I'm like, I can just feel right away which card on top of the 3 piles that I want to grab. And y'all, it was the same one. So that's not coincidence. That's resonance. All right. So I was asking, what's my role out there? And for y'all, I was asking the same thing. And guess what? Folks, we're all out there together. You know what? And that was my intent. How are we connected? We are all there together. We are all connected. We are all doing the same work. Okay, so let's get into it. So Wesley, what are you talking about? What card is it? Come on, how are we connected? All right, so wherever you are, get ready and start to ground yourselves. Okay, so the pull was the number 34, planting seeds, intentions. So I'll go ahead and read it for you. It said, there is a reason and season for all things in life, and there is potential for boundless possibilities if we seize the divine opportunities that we wish to manifest in our lives. Careful thought is required when putting out intentions for our future selves, and consistent action is needed. It says, if you've drawn the planting seed card today, pay attention to all the details required so that your intentions can fully flourish. Have a clear vision of your future and trust that you are moving toward your goals. Perhaps you take the plunge and further your education or read a book on a subject that inspires you. Plant your seeds of intentions today and water them daily. Hold highest the vision of your fullest potential for growth and take a small step every day towards your intention. I mean, isn't that cool that that was the same card for myself? And then I was like, all right, here we go. Going to do it again. But this is just going to be for the listeners. And it was the exact same one. So folks, like I said, we are not separate. I'm not ahead of you. You're not standing, above me or anyone else. Guess what? We're on the same soil, in the same season, sharing that same sky. We are just working right along beside one another. So, and that's just cool that the intent was, how do we fit? And it's the planetary alignment, the 6 planetary alignments, and then those 2 cards align perfectly, and not only align, but it was the same card for every single one of us that's listening right now, either tomorrow or out in the quantum. I mean, that's just pretty awesome. Okay, so the birch is what the Ogham stick was, and birch stands for purification, change, and new beginnings, protection, and grace. No, I didn't get the birch. I got the fir and the pine, which stands for perspective, death, and transitions. But y'all got, that would have been pretty freaky too, if y'all got the same Ogham stick. But hey, bring it. So anyway, listeners, you got the birch. So that's the first tree of the Celtic year. The purifier, the fresh start. Birch grows after it's been like a clearing, after burning, or after disruption. I love the birch that Nathan and I planted. It's one of my favorites. I love to go out there and I'll just grab it and just close my eyes and just breathe for a little bit. It's a great way of grounding yourselves. So, isn't that cool? So, where do you fit? What's the connection to something higher? How are we all connected? So, journaling, listeners, meditation, some questions. How do I fit into all this? Well, that's something you could dwell on. How do I fit? What goal do I need to, tying it into last week, what do I need to simplify? What do I still need to shed to step forward? So this alignment, and I love throwing this part into ChatGPT. The planetary alignment is not asking for us to be extraordinary. It's just asking for us to do something intentional. And birch says to clean the slate. That kind of ties into last week. Simplifying the goal, start fresh, trusting that quiet strength. Something powerful about this episode is pretty cool. I love it. It's not a flashy fire horse. It's about being grounded, collective, being in harmony with everyone, with how the planetary alignments happened. Where can we align with other people that are around us? Where's that connection? Or where can I align these simplified goals to my life? That's pretty cool. I love it. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please just share it, give it 5-star review, share it with a loved one, a friend. And remember, there are moments when the sky rearranges itself and we feel it. Not always in headlines, not always in lightning, but in the quiet shift of perspective. 6 planets lean toward one another, a fire horse runs across the year, and somewhere inside you a quiet question rises: where do I fit in all of this? You were not here by accident. You were not watching from the outside. You are part of the pattern. Some of you were seed planters. Some of you are bridge builders. Some of you are the fire carriers. Some of you are the ones who simply hold the lantern, while others remember who they are. The alignment does not demand spectacle. It asks for intention. What are you planting right now? What version of yourself is taking root? What perspective must rise? so the old skin can fall away. The trees do not rush their growth. The stars do not question their orbit. And you do not need permission to take your place in the greater design. Right now in this season, your role may be simple: to see clearly, to plant carefully, to release gently, to stand tall through transition. You are not connected because you try to be, but because you are. Breathe that in. The sky moves, the fire horse runs, and you plant the future.